A new champion was crowned. Did you see this?
Good.
All right. Tribal Wrestling at Tribal Megastar. Nic Nemeth is a new TNA World Champion. Right person, wrong time. It should have been Joe Hendry. Buddy, your thoughts here. Did the wrong person win the TNA title on Slammiversary?
Not at all.
Wow, not at all, huh?
Not even close. Great, right person, right time. Congratulations, Nic Nemeth. What a right choice. I mean, personally, I would see still on Moose. I'm a Moose Mark, but Nic Nemeth, great choice, great timing. I'm excited to see his reign, his Nic Nemeth era in TNA.
Why do you believe it's the right time? I mean, we've been talking about Joe Hendry for the last few weeks. You know, we talked about his stock rising through the roof. You know, it's definitely there. We definitely see the star power that he has. Nic Nemeth, I love him. You know, I love him as a wrestler. I love him as a character. Uh, you know, I have nothing bad to say about Nic Nemeth, but I tend to agree this might have been a wrong person, wrong time. Uh, but like, why do you say that this is the right time for Nick?
Y'all were saying the same thing. WrestleMania 39. Oh, Cody should have won, and look what happened. He made totally even better story. Too soon. Nic Nemeth's been there for a while.
I mean, we saw the documentary that wasn't supposed to be, but go on.
You bring him in. Nic Nemeth, the hottest free agent at the time. No one thought he was going to go to TNA. Yeah, and he's one of the best wrestlers on the planet, right? You want to get your eyes out there. He's a huge name, a veteran, and Joe Hendry's hot. Him losing here doesn't hurt him at all. He's gonna have a concert this next week on TNA, NXT. So a loss here doesn't hurt him. A win might have hurt him a little bit.
A win would have hurt him? How so?
Because then you're too much too soon. Then where do you go from? He's already champion. Where do you go from there? You're gonna be on NXT just to have him your TNA champion on NXT.
That would, dude. That would do wonders. To have the TNA World Title on NXT, that would do wonders for TNA. Are you kidding me?
He does not need the title. He's somebody who doesn't need the title. He's too hot. But Dolph Ziggler,
Nic Nemeth,
more deserving of it. You deserve it. I hate that shit, but here we are.
Nic Nemeth does deserve a world championship
plus
ring.
That story they're telling with Josh Alexander turning heel on Joe Hendry. That's a great story. We've never seen him heel before. So it's like an onion. Peel back the layers. Let's not criticize too soon. We're fine. Relax. Let's enjoy the Nic Nemeth era, please. Joe Hendry will have his time. His time's coming.
Where though? Where is the question? Nic Nemeth, yes, agreed. Deserves to be world champion. Deserves his flowers. I just personally believe not at that juncture. Not at that moment. I feel like Joe Hendry, with all that's going on, it just would have made better sense for business doing that. But I mean, yeah, TNA, they're very creative with what they do. There are layers here to this story for sure. But Joe Hendry, you're talking about not his time yet. Where would it be? Do you think it's going to be still a TNA, or could it possibly be NXT? We're going to see he's getting a bigger and bigger spotlight every time he comes on to NXT. So something's going on there.
Yeah, talk about in the past, these video packages WWE does, their production value is next to none. Right? They are untouchable when it comes to their video packages. They did a huge one on Joe Hendry on NXT. If you didn't know who he was then, you definitely knew who he was after this video package on NXT for a TNA guy.
Dude, so a player from the New Orleans Saints who had a viral video going on singing his song. Like, he's everywhere.
I have a feeling he doesn't know who that guy is. I think he just likes the song. But
whatever. It still gets his name out.
It was lost my train of thought. I'm distracted. Go ahead.
That means I win. That means I win the argument. Joe Hendry.
No, so someone just sent me a picture. I can't really talk about it. Don't get distracted. Joe Hendry. Oh yeah, NXT. Yeah, he's gonna have a concert. Every time this guy has a concert, fucking kills. The one he had TNA a couple weeks ago.
I am very curious about this concert.
Parodied a Creed song.
Oh, that was awesome. That was awesome.
was great. I'm excited to see what he does in front of the live NXT crowd. The last time we saw him do it live, they pre-taped. See how the live crowd reacts, especially NXT, who seems to be a hot crowd these days.
Oh, they're going to eat it up. You kidding me?
Yeah.
They're going to eat it up.
So
So
yeah,
that's what I'm saying, man. Like, you just have like all these eyes on Joe Hendry right now. I hate to sound like a broken record, but like having that championship on an NXT program would do even more numbers for TNA than what NXT's already had done for them. I think that would be huge. So like, that's why I feel like they kind of missed the mark. Again, hey, Nic Nemeth, great for you. Happy for you, legitimately happy for you. I'm just thinking business wise, was this necessarily the right move right now?
but
That's all.
again, I hate to repeat myself. For everyone's having the same conversation at WrestleMania 39. Cody lost, and look what happened. It was a great, even better
The
story,
difference is
even better
the
moment.
difference is we knew Cody was going to be here, and then plus at the same time too, that wasn't going to be the original story going forward. It was supposed to be Rock versus Roman Reigns. It was the fans that changed the direction, that changed the trajectory of Cody Rhodes' career and his path at WrestleMania 40. That's different. Yeah, it is kind of apples and oranges here. Joe Hendry, we don't know if he's still going to be there in TNA next year or when his contract is up. Like that seems to be a mystery question, the most Googled question about Joe Hendry with no real answer. So we don't necessarily know for sure if Joe Hendry's time is eventually going to come in TNA. But I
You
think we
know,
both can agree, though, he is championship worthy.
yeah, I think his time is going to come sooner rather than later.
I think at this point,
And also remember,
let's
this is not their WrestleMania. Their
no, it's
WrestleMania is
not the
down for
WrestleMania.
glory. So you still have a couple months before the biggest show of the year. Then you can coordinate this guy as a world champion.
Well, let's just say, I mean, like at that point, is the iron still hot? That's the question that TNA was going to have to answer at that
Yes,
point.